We're here with Troy Whitaker from Troy's Guide Service, and he's going to show us how to make yarn balls. But really what he's going to show us is how to make yarn balls better. Is that right, Troy?
That is correct, and the best way to do this is using a piece of PEX, which is what they use on houses now for water lines. So you can pick this up at any hardware store, plumbing supply, and you only need maybe a 4 to 6 inch piece. And first thing you do is you want to put 5 strands of yarn material in here. With glow bug yarn is probably the best. Steelhead Stalkers makes a new product. It's UV yarn, which works really well. It's a real thick yarn. But if you're going to be making these, you're going to definitely want the Bug Shop glow bug yarn. And what you do here is you take 5 strands of your favorite color. Here we have 4 strands of shrimp pink and 1 strand of cerise. And what you do here is you get your 5 pieces all together and then string a piece of fishing line through here, double it, and then what you want to do is you want to just pull them through, and here's what you have. But this way is going to make them a lot easier to tie, quicker to tie, a lot quicker to tie. So what you do here is you have about a 1/2 inch sticking out there. You take some stretchy thread, pinch it off the side, go 4 times around tight, grab your material, pull it out another inch, pinch your material, and now what you want to do is you want to stretch this stuff all the way tight and then go around about another 10 times. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pull it till it breaks. And then these are what are called Dr. Slick scissors. They have a slight bend to them, which makes it great because you want to cut this material at a 1/2 moon. So then you do a cut. Usually it takes maybe 2 or 3 cuts. There you go. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can either fold it over, like so, and then trim off the excess. You can fold it back over the other direction. Do the same. Roll around in your hands a little bit. And there you go. 1 yarn ball and hardly any waste.
Now that didn't take very long at all to make.
No, once you get good at this, you can tie probably 60 in an hour. So you're looking at a minute a piece, and if you wanted to go faster, you could, but sometimes you need to just trim them up a little bit more, a little bit less, and you can make them bigger, smaller. And here's what the finished product looks in a number size 4 hook. And what you do is you just basically slip these inside a egg loop, like so. There's how it is. Open your egg loop, stick it on in there like you would a piece of bait. Stick it in the loop, bring it tight, and you're fishing.
Now the particular kind of thread that you were using, that's very important that you told me.
Yeah, it's stretchy thread. It's Miracle thread made by
Atlas.
Atlas, yes. And again, super sharp scissors is the key, and I like these Dr. Slick fly tying shops usually have these. And there's 2 different types. There's one with a really angled, and this is only a slight angled. I prefer these slight angled over the 1/2 moon scissors they make. One other thing, don't forget to dip these. My favorite juice to dip these in while you're fishing is Potskie's nectar. Can't go wrong with Potskie's nectar. There's other stuff on the market, shrimp oils and stuff like that, but I always use pot skis.
Now, if I remember correctly, I was a little bit on the doubting side as to whether these things worked because they were so big, you know, to fit in a steelhead's mouth. And I think you were just kind of like grinning and bearing it, having a good time chuckling at my ignorance. And then at the end of our drift, you finally said, "Here, stick this one on." And the thing was as big as a quarter or bigger.
Yeah, I think it was more like almost a 50-cent piece.
Yeah, it was huge. And we dipped it in the Potski nectar. And I thought I hung a tree. And you said, "That's no tree." I remember that. That was a pretty cool steelhead. That fought like crazy. It was a big steelhead. We didn't get it into the boat, but it was a monster. It was probably approaching the upper teens. And within 20 seconds I had a fish on. So these things really work good.
Alright, what we're going to do here now is we're going to show you how to tie a yarn ball close up. And what we're going to do here is you take your stretchy thread, lay it on the side of your pecs, pinch it with your thumb, wrap it 4 times around, 1, 2, 3, 4, tightly, pull it out, pinch the material, and then you want to go out another 10 times really tight. So you stretch this material tight, even pinch it with your fingers, and then start wrapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, pull and break. And then with your scissors, make your cut. Now pinch the material between your fingers and start trimming it up. So you want to make both sides the same length. Just go all the way around. Give it a twirl in the hands. There you go.
Wow.
And I'm going to do another one. I think that was probably under 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull it out. Another 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But using this PEX, you have hardly any waste. And that was a big thing when I used to lay the 5 strands of material out and do it that way. Found this PEX, it's more precise. Just fluff it out, and then you can see if there's any imperfections that you need to deal with. But even a lousy yarn ball will catch fish, as we all know. See, that's 2, and just look at, that's hardly any waste right there. And what's nice about using it in the PEX is if you're out on the river, you can take a couple of these, your favorite colors, put them in a cookie tin, and if you need to tie more up, you just open it up, get your stuff out, wrap them up real quick, and there you go. And then you just, there you go, you're fishing.